Weren't we just in here a few minutes ago talking about bright spots on the roster? Got a little bit of breaking news. Here's another one. Yo, 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 no maniacs, super no maniacs, and all in between. Welcome to another edition of Feed the Bears, man. Listen, I got a feeling we're going to be into a pretty hot period of little tidbits of news coming out before the big, there's the tampering period that starts on Monday at about noon, where we'll probably start to hear about some leanings of the Chicago Bears, and just gonna try to make myself available as possible, to give you all the updating information. So this one is I was very happy to hear about this. So let me just take you right to it now. Do a little talking. Let me share my screen. Right. Let me see who we got. Here we go. Tom Pelissero on Twitter. Here it is right here. The Bears gave defensive tackle Chris Williams right of first refusal tender at approximately 3.2 million, $3.26 million. And that of course it's coming from Tom Pelissero's real. I follow his account all the time. And so just had to put it out there so you guys can visually see it. Go on Twitter if you want to, if you have an account, and go look at it yourself. I think this is a good pickup. Here's the thing about it. I'm gonna get back into the studio, take the screen down. Oops. Sorry about that. Hold on. Messing around in the studio. All right, here we go. Let's talk about this a little bit. $3.26 million, I think, is I'm not gonna say what's fair or what's not fair. The thing is, he's gonna have the right to say, I don't think that's a qualified enough offer. He can probably up the ante. He can refuse that offer and up the ante a little bit. You want me to come back to the building? Give me another 500 more thousand. Give me another million. Whatever it is, he can refuse that. Now, let me give you a little bit of background on Chris Williams and who he is. He's a defensive tackle that we picked up sometime last year in a trade from Cleveland. We got him for a 7th rounder. He's from Southwest Missouri State. One of the guys you see on film, and you see the traits you just love what he can bring to the table. Position versatile. He can play edge. He can play a wide 9 technique 5. Of course, he's a 3 tech in this defense, but the position versatility had to be attractive to Dennis Allen once he reviewed the roster and decided on who amongst them do we see moving forward, giving us a pick me up. And this guy is clearly, we were just in here making a video and talking about some of the bright spots on the roster. When I reviewed the entire roster and looked over the film, this guy right here, defensive tackle Chris Williams, is another one that stood out. I made the video the first time about those, and I should have included him in it, but those are the two, Jonathan Ford and Daniel Hardy were just particular players to me. They were two of my favorites, and I had to point them out. But this guy, taking a backseat to neither one of them, man, he really, really performed and it showed on film, man, that especially when Javon Dexter got nicked up, his leg got injured, and he wasn't really 100%. We really needed somebody to step in and really, really be effective and penetrating, getting upfield. And this guy flashed time and time and time again. Chris Williams was a great pickup. And so one thing I would want to say is all the flack that we give Ryan Poles about him not being able to hit on some of the guys that he trades, picks for. This is a late round steal. This guy was a steal. And to be at this point and to be offered $3.26 million tells you a little bit, doesn't it? A guy that you just got off of somebody's practice squad, kind of, and put him on your team for a 7th round pick, that's saying a little something. I think Chris Williams was one of the more brighter spots on that roster. And I can remember doing the off-season franchise mode when the first time we did it, and kids and I were going back and forth about who to keep, who not to keep, and it was unanimous. Not only with us, with the two of us, but everybody in the chat unanimously said we need to keep that guy. We need to keep that guy. He was absolutely impressive the entire year. Was he perfect? No, none of them were. But you talk about a bright spot on the roster. I was so happy to hear that we're going to keep this kid. That breaking news, I just happened to be scrolling on Twitter and I seen it. And I got a feeling there's going to be several more of those little news tidbits moving forward, because in the next 72, let's just say the next 48 hours, the next 24 hours, probably going to hear some things about some guys. I don't know. They may even release some guys. Who knows what they do at this point? But I think they're trying to get this roster assembled and trying to check all the boxes they can before this free agency period starts. And so they know what they have inside the building and know exactly what to go for moving forward. But I was absolutely pleased to hear about this news. He was one of the standouts on the film after the season, man. He really, really stuck out. That twitch was real. You know, I would have liked to see more of the position versatility that he showed when he was at Cleveland playing the 5 technique and the wide 9, but we had a specific specific need for him to play inside at that particular point in the season when we got him. It was a really nice pickup, and I just want to credit Ryan Poles for that. Just wanted to pass this news on to you guys. I'm gonna try to keep myself available as much as possible. My girlfriend's off this weekend, but hopefully she don't do nothing to me for making these videos. So make sure you guys hit that subscribe button, share the content, hit the like, especially if you're new to the channel. Make sure you hit that subscribe button. We're gonna keep cranking out as much information as we can. I'll keep my eye on the news and keep you guys informed the best way I can. I want to leave you guys with these famous words. If you can think it and you can see it, there's no reason in the world why you cannot absolutely manifest it. Do not, and I repeat, do not be a prisoner of your own mind. But with that being said, I am